everyone. I just wanted to briefly share with you how I've been meal planning. I've been meal planning for about 1.5 years and it has saved me so much time, saves money on groceries, and saves you from a headache trying to decide every evening what to cook for your family. First, you want to decide how many meals per week you can manage to cook. For us, that number is 5. If you're super busy, I would probably recommend doing more like 4 or 3. But for us, 5 sit-down meals a week is super manageable. Secondly, all you really need is a pen and paper. I don't use anything fancy. All I use is just regular old pen, regular old lined paper, and I just label it super easy. I just put groceries on one side and to make on another, and then I log into my Pinterest account. If you don't have one of those accounts, I would highly recommend it. I use this every single time I meal plan, and it makes it super easy. I have created inside my Pinterest folder, or in my account, 2 different folders. One folder is called recipes and another folder is called tried and true recipes. So if I happen to be on Pinterest one day and see a recipe that looks good, I'll just throw it into my recipe folder. And then for us, shopping day is on Sunday, and then on Sunday I'll just move it over to the tried and true recipes. So basically, the reason I use Pinterest is because it has an endless assortment of recipes. It's super easy to search. So if you're looking for something with chicken or beef or vegetarian, it's all there. You don't have to go to any other site. It's just super easy to use. So on Sunday afternoon, I will sit down. This takes about 30 minutes. It did take me a little longer in the beginning just to get used to it, but it shouldn't take more than 30 minutes every time you create your shopping list. So I just look for different recipes on Pinterest, and I tend to like to make quite a few crock pot meals. 2 reasons for that. They're very hard to mess up on, and they usually always taste delicious. So if you're not a seasoned cook, these are the way to go. It's just pour and dump, and you set it and you forget it, and it's ready by the evening. It's especially nice for people that are busy or working moms. It's very convenient. Once I find a recipe that I like, I'll just look through the ingredients. Any ingredients that I do not have in the house, I'll just simply write it down on my grocery side and just compile the list that way. Once I do find a recipe, I always move it to the tried and true recipes. I keep all my recipes that I have tried or are going to try that week in that folder. I find that it's a smaller folder than my large recipe folder, and it's easier to find the recipes that I'm going to be making for that week. And so once it's moved over to the tried and true folder, you'll be able to find it. I also write it on my piece of paper. So if, say, it's like tacos, I write just on the side that it's tacos, and that's one of my meals for that week. I do that 5 different times. So I find 5 different recipes, and I click through to the recipe and find all the ingredients that I don't have, compile my whole list until I'm completely done with my grocery list. Obviously, you're going to be having other additives to your grocery list that you always have to buy per week. Another tip is, if you're like me, you go to the same grocery store every single week, and if you do that, you know that grocery store like the back of your hand. So I actually, to save time, and it saves a tremendous amount of time, is order my grocery list from the back of the store to the front of the store. That way I don't get to the bottom of my list at the front of the store and realize that I need something at the back of the store. It's all by aisle, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be every specific aisle, but I'm usually pretty accurate within 2 or 3 different aisles. It just saves a super amount of time. Once you have all your grocery list and your recipes to make, I just obviously take the list to the grocery store and do all my shopping. I have probably shaved off maybe a half hour to 40 minutes of time saved in the grocery store just by ordering my list, as well as getting doing this meal planning. When I come home from a shop, I will just take that grocery list. It will have the 5 meals that I am planning on making. I just throw that up onto the refrigerator so I can look at it. A lot of people tend to go day by day, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then they label each day with a specific meal. For me, I don't like doing that, only because a lot of times I like to decide that morning what I feel like eating that evening, and it also gives you flexibility of making, some of my meals are made on Saturdays and Sundays rather than every day of the week. It simplifies things for me. Yeah, that's basically it. It's super easy. It has changed the way that we shop. We have saved money. It's easier to stay within your budget. And it's just a really great thing to do, and I promise you it will save you a headache trying to decide what you want to make. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have found this helpful. Let me know if you meal plan and what sort of things you have found, tips and tricks that work for you. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.